where did these come from? We got a couple new cards this morning, and I honestly thought these were worth talking about. So let's kind of dig on into this. We have more World Legacy lore. Now, the first thing I'm going to say here is the story behind this is almost worth getting all the cards for. I think, symbolically speaking, this is one of the saddest stories in the universe for the World Legacy, because they've been through so much lore-wise. So, let's kind of see what we've got here. Ooh, the World Legacy continues. But this begs the question of who's holding the sword. That was the question I've read so far from this. So, level 1 Dark 0/0, not a tuner. You can use each effect of this card's first and second effects with this card's name once per turn each. You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? Oof. So you can discard one World Legacy card during your main phase. You contribute summon one monster in addition to your normal summoner set this turn. You can only gain this effect once per turn. So they're kind of trying to give us a way to incorporate the entire World Legacy, archetype together by doing this. This is actually pretty interesting. If this card battles an opponent's Link monster at the start of the damage step, you can return that monster to the extra deck. Huh. Alright, so symbolically speaking, this is actually pretty good. You get a free bounce off of a Link monster, and we're trying to bring the World Legacy archetype together as a whole. Alright, not a bad support card overall. Not a big fan that it's level 1, but it is a machine dupe target, and it is level 1. So you can 1-for-1 this guy out. You can wear Arfthau this guy. You got a lot of options available to you because it is level 1 Dark Machine. They did a couple of things right in terms of generalized support. So curious to see how it being Dark Machine dupeable, all those fun fancy things, will impact it. And this is the World Legacy's continuation. Well, I'm glad to see that she and the dragon look like they've survived the arduous journey so far, because it's been a ride for them. So we can only control one World Legacy's continuation. So yeah, no more, I guess. Okay. So each time a level 5 or higher monsters on the field disintegrate, place one counter on this card, max 7. Okay, so they are basically giving them a cool little ability here to basically be able to stack stuff. EO World Legacy deck, blah, 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 blah. You can send this card with 7 or more counters on it to the graveyard to special summon one Cyberse Link monster from your extra deck. Is this indirect firewall support? Do we actually want to make our Dark Firewall Doesn't Matter Dragon actually playable? Because we can do it with this card. I think that it's pretty cool. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe there's going to be another Cyberse Link monster around the corner. We'll have to wait and see in the future kind of what we're going to get per se. But if there's truly something else at the end of this rainbow, much like the card art is kind of insinuating here, that there might be another Link 5 coming. I mean, we have in the anime High Drive Dragon, we have Firewall Doesn't Matter Dragon, we have, I assume, what's going to be the Ignaster boss monster coming from our new guy. So we'll see, but this kind of hints hopefully something stronger on the way. Now, this is the Rebirth Revision, and this is phenomenal. I'm intrigued by lore-wise what is going on here, but Rebirth Revision. So we can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. They don't want you activating multiples of these because this card is pretty bonkers. So you can special summon one World Legacy monster from our hand or deck, but destroy it during the end phase. We did talk about at the end of the Sugar-Coated Rainbow that there would be a way to wrap the entire archetype together, and we finally have it in the form of a trap card. Now, obligatory, yeah, it's a trap. Yeah, it's kind of slow. I get it. But in terms of overall support, I think that these three do a fantastic job at kind of wrapping up this archetype together. Mr. Machine Dupe Target here really does a good job with this. The fact that World Legacy Continuation hints at a new sort of Link monster, hopefully something big and strong, we'll have to wait and see kind of where this goes. But this trap, I don't know. Having World Legacy be its own thing, I don't know, it definitely intrigues me. I like how they're trying to reward you, though, for the brick. 7 spell counters is goddamn impossible. I'm going to be straight honest with you guys. I don't think you're going to get that on the field. Expect an Asian Eyes White Dragon video where, holy shit, I can't believe we just summoned this boss monster. World Legacy Tier 0. Confirmed. But, honestly, you know, I don't know. Overall, I'm a little bit cheeked out with this new support. Well, we'll have to wait and see. It's interesting. But, I mean, is it good enough? Now, we had a few stray cards. This one yesterday came out, and they hyped us up. I can't believe we got trolled so hard with this. So what they did for this was they spoiled the art. They were like, can you guess what this card does? And everybody was like, oh my god, Noob Foolish! Oh my god, gonna be so broken! And we took the bait. And then we got this. So, Soothing Burial, normal trap card. Once again, I'm always indifferent on trap cards. There's nothing we can do about traps being slower base cards. It's just the unfortunate thing. So we only activate a card with this card's name once per turn. They really love these once per turn restriction clauses that they're dumping on us. So we can send one monster from the deck from the deck to the graveyard, but you cannot activate cards or the effects of cards with that name for the rest of this turn. Regular Foolish Burial bypass. OG will always be the best forever, but they're really proving that, one, this shouldn't be restricted to once per turn. I can't think of a deck that's going to want to abuse multiple copies of these. Maybe I'm wrong. If it said from the extra deck to the graveyard, we might have been on something, because passive Herald dumps would have been good. Oh wait, it negates the effect. This card is kind of garbage. I can't say anything else about this. Like, I get dumping a Mizuki in the graveyard for more fodder. Dumping something like a Fairy Tale Snow for the next turn is good, but it's a trap card. Passively, the card doesn't work. And to see that they hype this up definitely goes to show they were expecting this card to have been taken a lot better than it actually was by the community. The community just kind of went, what do we do with this, boss? I can't do anything with this. This is bad. Really. And it is. It's terrible. Now, the last thing we got was the new Evil Tile monster. Now, the thing I'm going to say about this guy, considering the rest of this community and the way that this community reacts to things, I'm really disappointed to see that Evil Sword monsters just snap, crackle, pop, didn't get bought out with just this thing being spoiled. Cards had that authority to do that these days, and to see that this just didn't cause a buyout was very interesting. I was kind of shocked. So you can only use this card's first and second effects of this card's name once per turn each. It's also Reptile, level 1, 0/0, and it's fire. The 0/0 part makes me a little sketch, but we contribute one Reptile monster and discard one card. Special summon one level 6 or lower fire dinosaur monster from our deck. So right off the bat, you got to discard one, tribute a dinosaur, or tribute a reptile monster. Good news, though. He himself is a reptile, so you're kind of able to fire him off via his own effect and get out what you want. Then, we can banish this card from our graveyard, target one Dragon Xyz monster we control with no materials, Doka, Lagia. Attach up to 2 reptile and or dinosaur monsters with different names from your hand or graveyard to that target as material. So this passively grants you, hey, you want to chuckle back up on those materials for Lagia Doka? We can make that happen. We've created the perfect support card for you reptile players. Said no one ever. This archetype it's too old. I appreciate the fact that we got new support. It makes me happy. It makes me want to almost dig out the old Digimon deck and see what we can do, but unfortunately, at this current point, evils just don't really do it for me. But I digress. What do you guys think about the new cards? Please Have a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out VanCole40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.